Hello everybody and welcome back to competitive multiplayer. So yeah, previous episode, great success, we managed to buy Fendt number 15 and there have been some very good suggestions as always in the comment section of the previous episode, one of which is a certain mod for foldable combine headers. I don't know how much they cost actually, I just installed them, Chainsaw also requested it, but we can certainly have a quick look to begin with, although we probably won't buy one today. Right, okay, so these are them. Yeah, we're sort of looking for... Well, we were looking for 9 meters, but these go up to 7.2. But obviously, yeah, it makes it easy to get through the gates. So we might get one of these. Very nice idea. I guess there is a limitation for how much width you can fold up. Like, you probably couldn't fold up 12 meters, for example. But the idea is absolutely brilliant. I just don't know if I want to try and push this, because I want to upgrade this to a 560 and try and put a 9 meter on it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I know the 580 can take a 9 meter. I don't think there'll be any issue. Oh, blimey. I'm just going to go. Come on, back up or I'll drive up you. I make my threat whilst doing it. Right, okay, yeah, so what we're doing is we're going to go and harvest our last cereal crop, which is our oat field. It is absolutely tiny, but it needs to be done. Thank you, car. Thing is, if I can always use a tractor to reverse a header trailer into a field, we should be able to go with 9 meters. And I've seen a couple of comments saying, don't go any bigger. I'm afraid I couldn't agree less, because we've got to go bigger. We can never get all the harvesting done. If we keep buying fields, we'll never be able to get it all done if we don't go for a bigger machine. Well, not necessarily a bigger machine, just a bigger header. That's why I want to go for a 560, so it's the same series, but obviously we can have a bigger tank, which is quite important, and the extra cutting width. Yeah, so this really is a bonus field because this is going to be turned into just productions eventually. Potentially an animal, I'm not too sure. An animal pen. We'll just have to see. I haven't actually looked at the other fields in this month, but I don't think there'll be anything ready in August. It does seem a little bit early for the soybeans and all that sort of stuff. But that's fine, because we already have way too much stuff to do anyway. So I think, yeah, I'm just going to quickly get this done. It's maybe the only time you see this field get harvested. I can't guarantee that, though. It just depends how quickly we can build. And I'm going to have to go and get a tractor and trailer. Unless, of course, it all fits in one tank, which it probably will. And if it does, we can just go... Well... Better be careful what I say here, because I do want to buy the mill, and we might actually have the money now to buy the mill, so we could probably build that here, in this field. There were some comments saying you might be able to squeeze it in next to your silo, and there definitely is space. However, that ground would need to be levelled, and I'm not too sure how much it would cost to level. Whereas this field here, like next to the greenhouse there, is flat, so I think I would prefer to have the mill here. Also, I do use that area next to the silos to turn around, because I don't have much space in the yard, so no, I think we'll probably keep everything in this field. we're just looking to make this bale. I've been wanting the straw so we can actually complete it. We did have to pay an overnight fee, but the overnight fee is less than what that bale costs, so it's still more profitable to keep it for another day than it was to return it and lose the straw that's in it. Whether or not we get enough, I should have reduced the bale size actually, but whether or not we do have enough straw to get another one is another issue, because we might not have enough. But we'll just have to see. If we do have enough for another 11,000 litres, that is going to be amazing. Actually, don't want to speak too soon, but that is looking quite hopeful. Yeah, looks like we will have enough. In which case, I'll have to reduce the size for the final one if we can maybe squeeze a baby one out. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But yeah, it looks like we are going to get another one. Yep, now it's guaranteed. 80%. Yeah, I don't know, even if we have it set to the smallest, we might not have enough straw for another one. So with that out, let's change the bale size to 125. Yeah, I think even at 125 that is going to be a real push, but you never know. Let's stay hopeful. It is filling up quickly. Can't deny that. We might do, you know. This is where owning the baler is certainly the best thing to do, because you can just keep the straw in there for the next field. But as we need to return it, we would lose it. Anything that's left. Oh, come on. Looks like it's going to be perfect. 5,000 litres. What a little tiddler. That's ever so cute. Right, okay, so yeah, we don't need to go for this stuff, but we'll just tidy the place up. It's going to be wasted. Okay, right, so vehicles. The crone. Return. I do not have permission, okay. Yeah, so that feeling when you're the owner of the server and yet you don't have permission. Right, return it, there we go. So we did manage to get, well, 3 bales if you look at it that way, but yeah, 2 big ones, 1 small one. I think that was quite an achievement. So now we need to build, if we've got the money, which I think we do, the mill. And I think the Polish one is the one we're targeting, because it's supposed to have the fastest processing time. Which one is it? Oh, no. Factories. It's 27,000, so we do have enough money, but we need to make sure it's flat. Oh, it is. Very good. Okay, so we need access all the way around this, really. I don't want it to face that way. I want it to face like that. That looks so much better. But we do need to get access to it. So, well, I might just put it... Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying because I don't want it... maybe I'm too picky. I'm just going to have to put it here. I want it to be more like that. Right, so we can immediately get this started. I think, do we need to pick up this cover by hand? Yeah. We can put the combine's contents into there. And I need to go and grab the trailer, because we do have more oats in the trailer. I know it looks like it has literally just been plonked in the middle of a field, but this area is going to get landscaped. It's going to blend very nicely. I would have just rotated it a bit, but obviously that is not really possible because we've got a fixed position for the spawn point and the emptying trigger here, the fill trigger. Okay, so we can finally activate oat flour, and the sails start to go round and take off my auger. I don't think they have a collision on them. I hope they don't. Yes, all the oats are going into there. It's the barley, which some of it might, but that is chicken food to us as well, so possibly not. $8,800 litres here. Would you let the postman go? Is that the postman? I don't know. And you. At least having it this way I could sort of use it as a roundabout, so I go all the way around and then I can reverse up to the unload point. Yeah, that works. Oh, I suppose you don't actually have to reverse into the pit, you just need to be in the trigger. That's me trying to be too realistic, which means I could have rotated it. Oh well. Okay, so we have a grand total of 12,164 litres in there, which is almost half full, which is obviously not bad at all. As for barley in storage, we have got 26,689 litres, which I know now for a fact we do not need. We do not need all that. We need some, maybe 10,000 litres, so actually, yeah, we could start to process some of that. I think, yeah, my rule is keep 10,000, so let's go and get some. But before we do, let's just make sure we know what's happening with our other fields. So the situation is they're growing happily and there's nothing to do with them. But the fields which have been harvested do need to be worked in. And for number 5, I'm extremely tempted to turn into a forest. Yeah, we need to... because it's so small, it's really good soil, but it's so small that it just doesn't generate the money. And if that was a field full of oak trees, we could make a fortune. We need to get these bales cleared up too. But anyway, yeah, let's just go and shuttle. And we'll bring over some barley. Probably 2 trail loads, and then we can start to make barley flour as well. And whilst I'm at it, I'll feed the chickens. Right, okay, so that'll do with the barley. These pallets shouldn't take too long to be produced. I think we'll have flour fairly quickly. Just in time for the best price, hopefully. Okay, so now we have the bales to move. I don't know if... No, I can't get out of there. Right, okay. Because my Matthew Ferguson is actually hiding back there. It's a little bit shy today. I'm going to try to only use the Matthew Ferguson for bale work today. If we can pull the other the flatbed trailer with the Matthew Ferguson, then I think that'd be quite an achievement. So we're getting out of here. I'm going to have to try my best to get out of here. Oh dear. I did make it a bit tight, but it's totally doable. Wait for that greenhouse to take the water. We will have to replenish these later. In which case, actually, yeah, we might as well keep this here. Okay, yeah, so I see you over at the other fields. I've just realised I do need the weight. So I'm hoping I can attach the flatbed whilst having the weight attached. I think we can do, yeah, we should be able to. It should attach directly to the weight. Yeah, so if this field is going to be trees, which I think it is, I'm going to make a decision now, it's going to be trees, then we don't need to do any kind of lime spreading on here. We can focus our lime spreading and pH adjustments on the important fields, and actually the fields which we did a year ago, not even a year ago, might not even need to be done. We probably need to just focus on the big new field number 15. Here we go with this field. Why is pH bad? I'm sure I did this field. Or was this the only field I didn't do? I know I did this field here, so this one should be good. Okay, that's interesting. So what? Putting the crop in just reduce the pH? Maybe that's what happened? That's strange though, isn't it? If anybody knows why that would be, please do comment down below, because I definitely spread lime on these fields to make them perfect, and yet they're now showing as bad, and I haven't harvested yet, so I hope that doesn't affect yield, because I've put all that time and money into it, and yet it's still bad. So, kind of strange. Oh no, I've just remembered. Oh no, yeah, precision farming updated a few days ago, and it's like it's reset all the work that we did. If it's done it to me, it must have done it to Chainsaw too. I'll ask Chainsaw. So it has. So all of our work spreading lime was for nothing. And we didn't even get a choice about it. Like, we couldn't have just said, oh, we'll just update precision farming when we've harvested, because the server literally just didn't work. It just didn't load precision farming anymore. Must have been the update which said don't load it or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, that makes it really, really... well, it just removes the incentive of using it, because it just removes all our work. Well, it's still fair, because if it's done it to me, it's done it to Chainsaw, as we know. So we're both in the same position. We're both not going to progress as much as we would have progressed. Yeah. But it's, you know, it's just a big shame. I almost feel like I shouldn't do it, because it's just gonna... It could happen again if they update it again. Oh well, we'll do it, because if I don't do it, we know there won't be an update, and then I'll just miss out. So we'll do it. But it means I've got to do every field. Certainly got a well-worn track going through here. But I think that is going to be all of our bales. Oh, look at that, we've already got a pallet. Good grief, no way. At least 3 pallets already. So when is the price at its best? Because it doesn't matter what it is, it'll all be turned into generic flour. It's just flour. December, okay, so we're going to have to start piling this up somewhere. Ideally, we just want another trailer to keep loading up. But we're not really in that position to have that luxury. And yeah, I don't know if I should do canola. Like, some people say, oh, don't do canola, it's like the worst crop you can do. But if you've got the mill, which we now do, maybe it's worth doing, so we can do canola oil. I can't really decide with canola, it's a funny one. But before we can do anything, we're going to have to spread lime. I feel like we should get for number 15 done this year, put a winter crop in it. So with a winter crop, it could be canola, it could be wheat, I think in this game it can be barley. But if it's going to be anything like that, like wheat or canola, it has to go into the mill so we can make another product. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the shed nice and neatly, and then, if money allows, we're going to get the lime, and we're going to spread field number 15. How much can we buy, considering every single field needs it? Yeah, we'll get 8. It's the sort of thing which you could never really go wrong on because we just need so much. Oh, I don't need to use my tractor, how nice. I've got a heavier duty forklift here. Should be able to do this in 2, so I should be able to do 4 and then 4, hopefully. That would be great. Of course, it does come down to how aligned I am in the first place. Soon we're going to have to set the lettuce spawning to... Well, we need to set the lettuce to spawn, basically, rather than just selling automatically, because we can get more money if we just sell it in a bulk load in January. Need to stockpile. But I haven't been just spawning them, because, one, we need the money, and that's what's funded these bags here. And also, if we just had it for the entire year, there'd be so many pallets that I wouldn't know how to... Well, I wouldn't have time. I wouldn't have time to move them all. Which would actually hold up the productions. Okay, so that's not bad. That's really good. Having all that. Put some straps over. And yeah, we need to put the spreader onto the Fendt tractor. The Fendt tractor is going to be replaced at some stage. Yeah, I've read the comments. Like, some people were saying that Deutz-Fahr. I'm already aware of the Deutz-Fahr, which we had on the previous series. For horsepower to cost, it's very good. But for a few reasons, I don't want to get it again. Well, I'm saving up for the Cat tractor or Claas tractor. That's going to be our drilling tractor. And I would really like to get a Massey Ferguson to replace the Fendt. Oh, nice. We actually have another double gate here. I did not know that. That's going to be really handy for when it comes to getting bigger machinery in. So we might actually already have some lime. So if I put this here, we can refill on our way around. And yeah, there was another thing I wanted to do. Field number 5. Somebody mentioned field number 5. Apparently there is another track. I didn't know that track there ended up in field number 5. I thought it was the other side of the hedge, but somebody said that you can get to this field through here. So that's actually really interesting. You can. You do have to go through another gate, but yeah, thank you everybody. Always good to know these things. Right, okay. I think we'll probably leave the trailer here for now, shall we? Or maybe not. No, we're going to need it for feeding chickens. Luckily, we don't have to rush and do the greenhouses because they don't actually run out of water in 1 month. And actually, yeah, that's something we really do need to get. We need to get a bigger tanker. I don't want to keep doing so many shuttle runs. We probably still need the small one, though, for doing the mushrooms. And actually, yeah, that's fine, because we could keep one here and keep one over at the other place, so... Oh no, we've still got fertiliser in here. Out you come. Now, this might be my line. Lurking. Yeah, it likes to hide in the hedge. If we can get up to the top with what we have here, then that would be a good system that we've got. Oh yeah, 53%. Well, actually, 53% doesn't go that far. It also depends how bad this field is. Alright, so my intention is just to literally go up to the top. There's a line, let's take it. Okay, I was expecting that to do something, it's actually doing nothing at all. Why are you not doing anything? Did I open the slider? Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I think I figured it out. I didn't have the gauge wheel lowered, I think. Pretty sure that's what it was, so we should have no issues now. Good. And are we on automatic? We are. Perfect. Okay then, so let's just spread this field. Hopefully we can drill this field next time. And what do you think? Canola and then turn it into canola oil? So if those people who are worried that I'm just going to drill canola and harvest canola and sell canola as it is, as a raw product, don't you worry, I'm not going to do that. It will be turned into oil. All looking very good. So that field over there, that needs to be drilled with a cover crop, I think, because we need to get into that field. We need to drive in it to do the trees. So we don't want to put the final crop in because we'll just destroy it. Cover crop will be fine. I'm not really too worried about that. But I don't think you'd do the pH before the cover crop, would you? You'd do the cover crop and then you'd do the pH next year, because that would be staying in until at least March. So yeah, that would be a spring crop over there. This is going to be a winter crop. This is a really good field. Yeah, it hasn't actually taken that much lime. Probably a good job. We do need the money next time for the drill. So we'll just head back down and we'll see if Chainsaw is wrapping things up. We normally finish around 4:30 in the game, 16:30. So we'll just make sure we finish around the same time. Yeah, Chainsaw's almost done. Okay, so again, I don't think it's been bad progress at all. We will have to move those pallets quite often, I think, those flower pallets. But you can see how many bales we've got in this shed. That's going to be all sold in December. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to sell in December. It's going to be a good month, which will set us up very nicely for spring drilling. And actually, we may well have the tracked tractor for the spring, possibly. I look forward to finding out. Alright, so that can stay there. We're doing okay for seed. I think, yeah, I'll leave this trailer here for now. I've just got to move those pallets very, very quickly, because what we don't want is for them to be in the way and stop the production overnight. That would not be good. Very quiet road, isn't it? Where are all those American school buses? I do feel kind of at risk driving here with those sails going round. Is there a collision? No, there's no collision. It's a good job. Otherwise, I think I'd be sent into orbit. Any more to spawn? I suspect there are, because they spawned really, really quickly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going to have to get a dedicated trailer, I think, because there's just going to be so much stuff. We don't want to just make a really messy pile. We need to load as we go. Wow, I can't believe this. Any more? No. That really is quite astonishing though. Anyway, we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. There is a link down below to James's video, and please do remember to like and subscribe. It's very important, because you know, it just keeps things fresh. And also, why would you not be subscribed? Do you want to stay tuned to this series? Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.